now, but he's decided that this weekend we are gonna go and do some freshwater fishing up at Lakes and Clair. Now to do that, or at least in Giles' book, we need fresh bait, which means heading up to a dam not too far from our place, throwing in the traps and hopefully getting us, you know, like 30 good bait sized crotchies. Now since he wants to do this tomorrow morning and he's at work now, he has dispatched me to do it. So I have the traps in the back and hopefully, sorry the mount keeps slipping, hopefully we'll get some crotchies and have some fun tomorrow getting some bass or yellow belly. I don't know, I'm always more of a saltwater fisher girl myself. I prefer to be able to eat what I catch. So we made it safely up the mountain without Joel. We're just using like shrimp traps today. I do have proper crotchy traps, but do you think I could find them? Joel has hidden them on me. These three will do. They have been proven to catch crotchies before. I'm using chicken breast today because it's what I had. It was going off and needed to be used. Generally, but would use like some old steak or sausages or mince or something like that that's a bit more bloody. Hopefully these crotchies like some chicken.
Why do I make things complicated? Why do I lose all my control? I keep on letting my bad habits make us both come crashing to the floor. Something to save us.
Okay guys, the crotchy nets have now soaked for a couple of hours and Joel is home, so he gets to return to chief driving duties. Let's go up and see what we got.
Couple of skippy roos. Alright guys, let's see how we went. Big one.
Just spilling out everywhere. Normally if we're getting crotchies we do want big ones because, you know, we're getting them to eat, but when you want them for bait you want them significantly smaller than that.
Yeah. They're not really good for anything, those ones.
No, too small to eat and too big for bait. They're springing out.
Just there.
Might be one or two in this one, honey.
Maybe one. Still a big bait.
They say big bait, big fish. He's baitable. Maybe the little ones will come out in the afternoon, night, babe.
Can only hope.
So we're back to check them ahead of our fishing trip tomorrow. Hopefully this time we've got some more bait size ones.
Clearly dark.
Yeah, well. Is it even an episode of Just Send It if things don't go slightly wrong? And it's also raining a little bit, so you know, there's that. Is there anything even in there?
No. There's a big hole in the bottom of this one.
Was there before?
I think so. There's only one in this one, guys.
Bodes well for the next two, doesn't it? He's kind of bait size-ish. We'll keep him for the sake of it.
Big bait.
Ooh, I can already see a couple of little baits in there.
Yeah, I can see at least 3. Maybe more.
It's a little bit more promising.
G'day guys, we're heading up to Lake St. Clair this morning. We've got about 25 or 30 nice sized bait sized yabbies. Hopefully we can get a few yellow belly and bass. Yeah, we'll see you guys up there.
A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keeps.
So when you get here guys, you got to go to the office and get a boat pass for your day, and they'll give you a little number for the gate. If you do get up here early, you can head in. There's a code on the gate and you just head in and then you pay on your way out. There's $12.60 for the boat pass for the day or something like that. It's about 30 bucks a night in the camp.
Counting on me, baby. I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care about love.
So I'm going to throw some lures first guys. April's going to throw a spinnerbait. And I'm going to throw a surface lure. I'll show you how to work this one. So you just cast out like in towards the bank or along the weed bed. And depending on how deep it is, it's only about 4 metres here, so you can pretty much start winding straight away, and it's just a slow roll back. And the blades just spin, and hopefully they'll come along and eat it. Fish on guys, first one on surface. Oh, he's got me in the weed. Feels like not a bad fish, but we are fishing pretty light too. Oh, nice bass. He's a real nice fish. You can get it extended for me, that'd be good, honey.
I'm working on it.
Dusty. Go front.
Oh, not bad, babe.
Not a bad fish. He's a real nice fish. Bad fish, guys.
Right before we get drenched, by the looks of that.
It'll go around us, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Iffy.
You know we don't fish in good weather.
High 30s, low 40s. Nice little cicada imitation. Hooks out of him. And get him back. They don't taste real good out of the fresh. I'm not a very big fan of them.
We prefer our saltwater species if we're going to have a feed of fish.
Not a bad fish. Good.
Good.
Yeah, the surface all around us. So basically you just want to cast in near the bank to the structure or whatever, And I like to let it pause till your ripples are gone, that the lure makes. Then just start a slow wind back and the lure just sort of jitters along the top. Sometimes I like to pause it about halfway back. If there is a fish that's following it that's not quite sure, they'll usually hit it on the pause. Another one on, guys. You absolutely smoked that. Just got to get him up out of that weed. Oh, spat it.
Bummer.
So when we're chasing bass on surface, and on other techniques as well, mainly surface, what I look for, you can see on this point how it's like a fairly shallow point. It doesn't, like, it's not a steep hill, so that hill will keep going into the water, obviously. And the shallower they are, they'll be more of a flat, and that's where the bass tend to sit, and they're a lot easier to catch on surface on those sort of spots as opposed to like a deep bank.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to try some bait fishing now, guys. And a nice little yabby.
Crotchy.
Yabby.
Crotchy. Anyway.
I'll break the other rod on the tree. So, this is sort of the setup we're looking for. Bit of a forky tree. Tie a rope to the front, and yeah, you don't really anchor in freshwater as such. You just tie it to a tree. And then about a 2 or 3/0 hook, 10-pound leader, and then just to your main line. Main line's not really important as long as it's sort of strong. Anywhere from 4 or 6 pound braid upwards. And you just pin them through the back like that and float them down, and hopefully the bass or yellow belly hits it on the way down, but if not, once you get to the bottom, just bring it up about a foot. So me and April have been arguing about what these are called. I call them yabbies, April calls them crawchies.
Because I'm right.
Let us know in the comments.
Let
What's
Joel know
right?
that I'm right. So this is our third scud of rain that we're sitting through. Well, Joel's fishing through, I'm sort of dealing with. We've had one fish all morning. What a life, honey.
We've lost 2 others.
What a life, honey. Fish on, just...
Still a nice fish. Too close.
No, you're good. And drop the other boat. Oh,
And broke the floor.
it's just been a great day. Fish on, guys. We are using a spinnerbait, which seems to have actually been the most successful one today. Seems to be what every fish wants to hit. Now if Joel can just land it, we'll be right.
We've lost more than a couple of fish today. Good fish, whatever it is.
Which side do you want to net it on, babe?
I'll try and bring him around there, but we'll see where he comes up at.
Alright,
I'll probably still do.
this side.
Yeah, he's a nice fish.
And he's in the boat. Very nice,
Not
honey.
a bad fish.
Not bad at all.
Get him out and have a look.
so hard to breathe. Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here.
There he is. They are quite spiky too.
I'm not even really sure how I hooked it like. It's hooked underneath the bottom of the jaw.
Very nice one.
Bad little fish.
Not bad at all.
You'd probably be 35.
They might not be plentiful today, but they're not bad size. Yep. Alright.
You need to go down a bit with the camera. That's right there. Alright, I'll let him go. Yeah, the release.
And send him back home.
Flonkies.
Okay. So Joel just got a fish, and I called him a liar because he wasn't excited at all. I thought he was just trying to screw with me and was stuck. But he got a fish. Not as big as the last few, but still certainly not bad.
Low 30s.
And most importantly for Joel, it's the second one he's caught since our last scud of rain, which was my ruling that if he didn't catch 2 fish
Fingers
before
crossed,
we
it
get
hasn't
rained
rained
on.
in like probably an hour.
So now that we've said that, it'll definitely, you know, it'll piss down any minute.
What about little fish?
No, looks good. Beautiful.
Looks out of him. Get him back.
Send him on his way.
Ow.
Hooked himself in the eye. Jesus. Little buddy, that's not the way to do it. Bye. This time I believe him.
Hold on, guys. Not bad fish again. Plenty of fishing on the edges. We couldn't lose a bloody yabby before.
No, we're normally, you know, you're doing really well to get a fish or 2 on the surface and you'll get the majority of them on bait. But today they did not want a bar of our crotchies, not yabbies.
It's the right time of year to be catching them on lures, but
They do, however, love the spinnerbait.
they're just sitting in on these edges, guys. Just on top of the weed beds. He's a nice fish.
Beautiful.
Nice,
He's another good fish, isn't he?
nice little fat impoundment fish.
They are definitely healthy, and I gotta say that for like Lake Macquarie and Lake St Clair, I don't think we've caught an unhealthy fish this year.
Yeah, they've all been fat. It's been a good year.
It has. It's a good year to be a fish.
Cheers.
Yeah, and he hooked himself good.
He did. And just using purple and white spinnerbait, guys. They're absolutely crunching it.
Smashing him. He's beautiful. Wait, not 1 second longer.
Now if you're holding them, guys, thumb in mouth's fine. That there is super sharp, and that anal fin is super sharp. The rest of them's pretty good.
So that's how you want to hold him. Catch your arm, little buddy. Sometimes they'll take longer than others.
Sometimes they just sit there in a little trance and don't take off.
So I've not even put the
Very
camera
nice cast.
all the way down. And Giles over here bragging, he's like, nah, as soon as you put it on that deeper weed bed, that's it. Like, every cast I'll get one. I'm about to call him a liar when...
I called myself a liar, guys. And then we hooked one, so...
Turns out you just got back to self.
I'll show you in a minute on the sounder what to look for. They're pretty much a school-sized fish.
Yeah.
That one we got this morning was a really good fish, but these all seem to be about the same size.
Oh. Well, thankfully, he spat the hook once he was already in the net.
Another there. Low to mid-30s.
Beautiful.
When you're holding them as well, support their stomach. You don't want to wreck all their gills and stuff.
Bye, big mouth billy bass.
Big mouth billy bass.
Yep. Speaking of big mouth billy bass, guys, did anyone else's dad or pop growing up have the plastic fish mounted on the wall called a big mouth billy bass, and you press the red button and off he'd go singing? My pop had one when I was a little girl, and it was just the funniest thing when I was about 5.
Yeah, we had one that was a doorbell. That was pretty funny.
Let us know in the comments. They seem to have been pretty common. Yep.
So that's what you're looking for, guys. See that sort of furry line, I suppose you'd call it? I think the top one's interference, but that one down lower is the top of the weed bed, and you basically want to be rolling it along the top or along the face of the weed bed, and that's where your lure won't get fouled up and they'll come out of the weed and hit it.
Let's see if lightning strikes for a third time. Go.
There is probably a reason bait's not working too, guys. At certain times of the year, and like spring and summer is one of them, the bass will get right in on the edges. So you either, if you're not fishing a tree near the edge, you generally won't get them. But you also, if they do shut down and they're not feeding as such, they'll still, like, a spinnerbait's more of a reaction bite. So they're very territorial. So if it's in their territory, they'll still hit it even if they don't want to eat it, just to get, basically get rid of it or tell it to bugger off. But that's the whole idea behind a spinnerbait. It's more of a reaction bite than an actual food for them, because it resembles literally nothing that a bass would eat. It just makes lots of noise and is very shiny in their face. That's it for this one, guys. Absolutely flogged April today. It was like 7-0.
To be fair, saltwater fishing is where I shine. I'm not great at freshwater.
Yeah, the baits really struggled today, guys. We did not catch a fish on bait. They're all on spinnerbaits or surface lures. After
all that effort that we went to get the crotchies in the first place.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you catch us on the next one. Like, subscribe and all that stuff so you don't miss anything.
And don't forget to check out our other socials. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. You name it, we're on it. It's where you can see what we're doing in real time. You don't have to wait for the videos to come out to get a bit of an idea of what we're up to, and you know, a little bit behind the scenes and things like that. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and make sure we catch you here next time at Just Centered Adventures.
Mistakes haunt us, but do they really daunt us? Your tongue can be sharp, you've cut me close to the heart, but we can master the art. And the thing is that these scars are scary, but they are just some old scars